Ladies and gents, just a very short, spontaneous stream because the group stage of the Emo Cup has basically finished, and now we are preparing for the final stage, which is the knockout bracket, and we're just going to do the draw now. Maybe very briefly about the system. So we had 8 groups, from Alligator Army to Hump Head Horse. First and second place were guaranteed a spot. They auto qualified, and then third and fourth played a so-called determination match for the final spot. So, for example, in Group A, it was Ferg versus Scientist Omni, and Ferg won 2-0. And we had this for every group. And this is how the 3 participants from each group were determined who advanced to the final stage. And so here we have a bracket, a double elimination bracket, with a winner's bracket, the so-called perception bracket, and the loser's bracket, the so-called scavenging bracket. And yeah, we have a best of 5 in the perception bracket and a best of 3 in the scavenging bracket. If you lose in the perception bracket, you fall into the scavenging bracket, and if you lose in the scavenging bracket, then you are out of the tournament. So it's a double elimination bracket. You have 2 chances. And so the group winners are slotted into the second round of the perception bracket already. So they get to skip a round as a reward for winning the group. And the first round of the perception bracket will have second versus third place. And yeah, now let's do the bracket. I think we will just do the first place of each group first, set them into the bracket here. Then we will do second place, and then we will do third place. And this is how we set all the matches. So yeah, let's just start with all the first places. This one is, yeah, I mean, just for the position in the bracket. So no matches determined yet. So let's just do this one quickly. Okay. At the top of the bracket, we have the eventual winner of Season 4, Propaganda Panda, who also happens to be me. Okay. Well, Stang, it doesn't matter, but okay. Here we have Zui and Kao, which means that if both of us win our matches, we will play against each other in the quarterfinal. Not sure what to say about this. If this happens, then the trash talk will be through the roof. But Kao has lost his last. He went out in the last Emo Cage 03, so hopefully we're gonna see this again. Here we have Trusting Seagull for the. So one name left for the upper half of the bracket. I mean, all of these players here are insanely strong, right? So I think it doesn't really matter that much. And it's Port Guard. Wow. So all the Rice Eaters, all the Vietnamese players are assembled here in the upper half of the bracket. Okay, BDW. This does mean that the 2 big favorites, I would say, BDW and Sam, sorry I'm like this, are this on the same side of the bracket, so they cannot. So if they win all the matches, they would already meet the semifinals. Scalding against BDW. Okay. Change it. And yeah, I think it's a bit too much. Okay, so and Sam versus Nicholas. All right, so this was these were the first place finishers, and now we're going to draw the second place finishers. And we will draw it in a way that there are no rematches between the first and second place. So you cannot be placed like into a space where you, if you advance, you would play someone from your own group. I think that's a reasonable rule. So let's just go for it. And okay, we have Susanna Tuba, who was actually in my group. So they cannot go up here because then they would play against me. So they go down here. into the second slot. And okay, Arc Lover. So if Arc Lover advances, he would play against me. If Susanna Tuba advances, he would play against Cow. And here we have Cheese 4000, who was not in the same group as Trusting Seagull, so they can go here. And yeah, they win the match. They would be the opponent of Trusting Seagull. Dugong and Joya, okay. Can just stay here. Here we have Helby. Oof. I think this is the spot where you did not want to be, because if you win your match, you have to go against BDW, and well, we all know he's the guy you want to avoid. And here we have Abiat. Would go against Skalding if he wins this match for a Swedish duel. Now we have Rudas and Bagel left. So Rudas going to Sam's side. He does. Wow. This would be another firework matchup if Rudas takes care of business and wins this match. They were also playing the quarterfinal of Season 1. And back then Sam won 3-1. So, yeah. And here we have Bernadette Bagel. Alright. And now finally the third placers. And yeah, we're gonna do the same rule again. No rematches. So the first is Thumbbean. Oh man, one of the strongest third seeds for sure. But probably hoped to see someone else here. But okay, so it's Arc Lava versus Thumbbean, and the winner is going to play against me. Next up we have Viziov, or Viziov. I hope this is how it's supposed to be pronounced. And he's going to play against Susanna too, but both of them Polish. So we have Civil War here. They were not in the same group, so this is possible. Alright. And here we have Wilcho22. And yeah, he was not in the same group as Cheese or Seagull for this matter, so this matchup very possible. And finally we have Andrew Smile, who concludes the upper bracket, playing against Dugong and Joya for the right to play against Portguard. Oh well. And oh, it needs to be said, like, one determination match has not finished yet. It's going to be next week, which is Randale and Hurrah versus Sam Skirts 81. But we're just going to do the draw now, because the determination matches were supposed to be finished this week, but they couldn't play it, so they're going to play it next week, which is fine, but just want to do the draw now. And we are going to have a 2-week break afterwards, and then the final stage will begin. So I just want to set the bracket now. Okay, Beast Mode, who literally just beat Extra Zen for winning spot like 15 minutes ago. He's from Quebec, just beat a Frenchman, and now goes against another French. So they can keep speaking French. Beast Mode versus Heavy, and let me remember, they were not the same group, right? So yeah, should be totally fine. Okay, now we have the winner of Randale and Hurrah versus Sam Skirts, who will play against Abiat. And then they would go against Scalding. So Randale and Hurrah and Sam Skirts, they were in the same group as Scalding, but I mean, the no rematch rule is only going to apply it here to second versus third, because otherwise it would be too hard to actually find the bracket, I think. So yeah, so like this, and they're now Ferg and GeoPiglet yet, who are not in the group of Rosas, well, not in the groups of Rudas and Bernadette Bagel, so there will be also no rematches here, so all fine. And oh baby, we have Ferg. That is very tough, because both Rudas and Ferg are some beers. They are 800 level players. So just elo-wise, definitely the strongest matchup in this first round here. And then the winner has to play against Sam. So yeah, the last matchup is going to be Bernadette Bagel versus GeoPiglet. And that's it. That concludes the bracket. So as I said, we're going to have a 2-week break now. And then afterwards, the matches are going to begin. We are going to try to stream some of them for sure. And as I said, the winners bracket will be best of 5, so longer matches now. And yep, that's it. Just a very short stream, and see you for the future matches. Goodbye.